It used to be in the old days where you could get stock in something and let it sit there and not worry about it. And 10 years from now, no matter what, it had to make some kind of money. Now, a lot of the things you're looking at for a return, you're just happy if you get your money back out.
401ks are publicized, IRAs are publicized, mutual funds are publicized. People know all about that. And my thing is, if following the bandwagon is not always the way to go. And there might be something good to gold and silver because no one talks about it.
So it's a different world today. So do we jump on the bandwagon or do we think out of the box?
It's absolutely time to think out of the box. Look, this is not my father's investing world, not my grandfather's investing world. This is a brand new world. We're in all new territory. We're running an experiment. The central banks have printed $16 trillion to get the stock market to inflate. They did that, fingers crossed that they were going to get this growth that was going to come along and justify all of that. Look, Scott, we're, 8 years into this experiment? The growth hasn't come. So people are scared by that. The central bankers are worried by that. So how do you invest in that? We believe that you have to be very defensive at this point, return of, not return on capital, as we mentioned, and know what the risks really are.
Everybody does know about stocks and bonds, and it's true that gold and silver, precious metals, are not as well publicized as the major asset classes, but it's very possible, based on what's coming, that they're going to be the best performing assets out there. And the reason for that is that we borrowed so much money over the last 30 years, and the governments of the world really have no choice but to inflate away their currencies to deal with all this debt.
Tom, you have been writing newsletters about investing in stocks and trying to get a return. So when you hear these individuals and a little bit of what John says, what are your comments on that?
Given the current circumstances, how can I sort of eliminate risk or bring it down to what it was back in the day? And unfortunately, the fact is you can't. Diversification is your best defense, but it's only managing risk. And the only way you can really cover that extra risk you're being made to take is to sort of cover your bases. Precious metals, I think, are a good idea to protect from possible double-digit inflation down the road.
We haven't just been conditioned, we've been marketed to by Wall Street to think that investing means we take our hard-earned money, we send it to Wall Street, close our eyes, cross our fingers, hope for the best. How's that worked out for people?
Right.
It's time to reclaim this idea of investing back, which could include stocks and bonds. It also includes things like diversification into gold and silver and real estate.
Well, I'm convinced that if you give investors the right information, they will make the right choice. But there's just so much information out there that you can be led one direction or another direction depending on what rag you read or what channel you watch, and you never exactly know where to go and how to make the decision. If you like what you're hearing today, here's your last chance to get our free guide to your financial future. It's information you absolutely need to know as you work to grow your portfolio, preserve your wealth, and set yourself up for a comfortable, enjoyable retirement. Best of all, it's absolutely free. Call the number on your screen right now or download it at yourmoneyfacts.com. Guests, thanks for coming today. It's been a great show. I'm Scott Carter, and we'll see you next time on Money Facts.